In this video, I'm just going to share with you what I wish I knew, as well as what other farmers wish they knew before starting a pig farm. So if I could go back in time, there are so many things that I would have done differently in my pig farming journey. I made some mistakes, lost money, and also learned some tough lessons that I'm going to share with you. First is, pig farming is not quick money. So when I started, I thought I would make money fast. Buy some pigs, feed them, sell them, and then I make my profit and go. But the truth is, pig farming takes time. Pigs don't grow overnight. It takes months before you can even sell any of them. So if you are here and you're looking for quick money, maybe there's a money lying out there, you want to multiply it quickly, pig farming is not the business for you. The second one is, feed cost can make or break you. I didn't just realize that feeding is the biggest cost in pig farming. I spent way too much on feed in the beginning because I didn't plan properly. And here also, I didn't even measure the quantity to give to any pig. I was just fetching. Once the pig stops eating, I think the pig is okay and I will stop it there. Not knowing you are supposed to measure every feed you give to a particular pig at whatever stage. In that, you're able to control your feed cost. So the secret, just find cheap feed alternatives like the brewer's spent grain, palm kernel cake, cassava or yam peas, and also some local available byproducts you can get. And also try to measure the feed you give to your pigs. And the second lesson is that not every pig is good for business. I know some have started with plenty pigs because they bought them at a very low cost, and that is not a good thing to do. Some pigs grow too slowly, some don't produce many piglets, and some even get sick easily. Imagine keeping a pig for close to 4 months and a pig gives birth to only 2 piglets. And another farm also keeping the same type of pig and getting 12 or 14 piglets at the end of the same 4 months. Who's running at a loss? So always buy from a trusted farmer. Look for healthy pigs with good genetics. If you start with bad pigs, your farm will struggle. This I must confess to you. The fourth lesson is that selling pigs is not always easy. I thought selling pigs would be simple. Just grow them and people will come by. But it doesn't work like that. Sometimes the market is slow. Buyers will try to give you low prices just to annoy you. If you don't have a plan, you will be stuck with big pigs eating all your money. This is something I learned the hard way, and I found a way to craft my own market by selling them myself and also involving some local people. So the lesson here is that have a market before you even start. Connect with the people you want to supply your animals to and get to know their preferences first before you go into production. There are some people, they want pigs within 40 to 60 kilograms. There are others who want it above 60 kilograms. You should know these people and tailor your production accordingly. And the fifth lesson is that disease can wipe out your entire farm. This fortunately has never happened to me, but people have actually seen it in their first year. After their farm has started taking off, a disease set in and the whole farm is gone. So one sick pig can destroy your whole farm. Some don't even take biosecurity seriously at first, and they pay the price after the disease got spreading very widely and affecting all the pigs to the extent that they lost some of these pigs. So you must keep your farm clean, vaccinate your pigs and control visitors. If diseases enter your farm, you will lose your money faster. Initially, I used to invite veterinarians to my farm. That was when I started, but I didn't see the importance of it because this man was taking huge amount of money from me until I made him stop and the disease set in, and I was forced to pay 3 times the amount to have the same animal treated, which is something I learned the hard way. Again, this one is also with those who have farm workers in their site, and this can be a problem. If you are not hands-on with your farm yourself, your workers will take advantage of you or your absence. Some might not even feed your pigs properly. Some might even steal from you. Either they steal the feed and sell it to another farm, or they sell the animals. This is something that I have had a number of encounters with, and I've heard people cry bitterly after they have gotten into pig farming. So if you can't be on your farm every day by yourself, make sure you have a trusted farm manager or install cameras to monitor things, or just pay surprise visit to these people. So if there's something you need to know before you go into pig farming, or if you have already started but haven't yet known this, it's not a quick money thing. It takes patience. Feed cost can kill your profits if you don't manage it well. Not every pig is good for business, so you have to take your time and choose. Selling pigs is harder than you think. Find your market first, and diseases can wipe out your entire farm. This will always say it until it happens to you. Workers can also be very tricky sometimes on the farm, so you have to also find a way to monitor them, either by paying them the surprise visits I talked about or installing the cameras. If you are planning to start your pig farm, just learn from these mistakes and the mistakes of others. And tell me also in the comments, what is your biggest worry about starting your pig farm? What is holding you back from starting?